Welcome to the making of a DM. My last show of 2022, but most importantly, my 12 things for 2023 that are going to catapult me and my team to another level. I'll share that with you in detail. So with that said, let's get started.
I'm more Kevin's DM. I'm more Kevin's DM. I'm here to help and teach him what I know and how I did it. To discover freedom. There ain't no question more Kevin's when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker. But I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker.
Hey there, it's your boy Mark Evans, DM. Welcome to another show of the making of a DM. That's right, you, the deal maker of your life, or dream maker, or why not both? I just want to take a minute and say thank you so much for all the shares, the likes, the comments, the reshares on social media, tagging me, connecting your people with me, and just what the show stands for. It's really about leverage, connection, relationships at the highest level. I'm here to give to you 100%. I have nothing to sell you except the idea that you can do more, you can be more, you can share more, you can give more, not just to other people, but to yourself. So thank you for that and all the 5-star reviews. Today's show is the last show of the year. As you're listening to my voice, I'm sitting here in Parkland, Florida. It's a little chilly, 60 degrees, overlooking the golf course, thinking about the top 12 things I want to accomplish in 2023. Truth is, 2022 was kind of a crazy year for me. Financially, it was one of our best years. 2023 is going to be way bigger. Already see it on path to do that. But not just financially in business, but also as individualization, like me as a person, just getting better with my team, connecting the dots at a quicker, faster, easier level. And that all comes through relationship capital. I've made so much deposits over so many years. I've been in the game 26 and a half years of business life, and I've constantly give. My ultimate goal in life, just to get this out of the gate, is to give more than I get from the world. And I'm talking at all levels and all fronts. There's nothing wrong with wanting a lot out of life. I want cool houses, cool cars, cool watches, cool things. That's all materialistic, but I also want great relationships. I want great experiences and all these things. I want to get that, but I also want to give those things as well. And we'll talk a little bit about that today because that's part of my 2023 conscious goals and accomplishments that I'll have. Not only that, the truth is this year kind of sucked ass on a couple parts. One, a guy that I thought was my boy got me for a lot of money. He is a reckless individual at a high level. It's my fault. I allowed that to happen. And he didn't do what he said he was going to do. He runs around saying, heart power, you're my brother. And then every single action this man takes, or boy, I should say, takes, is literally disgusting. It's sad to me. And I feel for him. I absolutely feel for this guy because something's clearly off in his rocker. Because there's no way you would ever treat yourself or anybody that you say you care about the way this individual has done so. It's sad to me. I see the great in everyone, and I hope he pulls out of it. I won't be a part of that journey, but I hope as an individual and a human that he steps his game up and becomes a better person. So, as I'm sitting here, like I said, lots of crazy stuff going on. Hope you guys had a great Christmas. We just hung out here with the fam. I actually bought my wife a pretty cool Christmas gift this year. I got her the new Rolls-Royce Cullinan. We have now 3 Rolls-Royces, which is absolutely crazy to say. I'm saying it not to brag or impress, but to impress upon, I was a hillbilly kid in small town Ohio, dreaming about wanting a Rolls-Royce, watching Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. I actually enjoy my Rolls way better than the Ferrari and all these other cars I have. I just like the luxury and the simple. I mean, it's like literally driving, like you're floating on a cloud. And not to sound douchey, but I've been driving a Rolls now for a decent amount of time. I almost forget I'm in a Rolls. But when I pull up and I see the little kid or the adult wants to get, I'm like, get in the car. Let's take your pictures. This is your dream car. It's a great way to connect with people. and that's what I want to talk about today. Actually, I have other stuff to talk about, but I'm saying this stuff, and I've been kind of like in this headspace about I'm very comfortable and happy in my own skin. If I had lots of money or little money, I was always comfortable. I knew who I was and what I stood for. I always knew my hard work would pay off. I'm still thinking it's going to pay off. I'm still very bullish on hard work and effort. And I see so many people trying to impress. I have rules around this. I've talked about this openly on shows. When I buy a car, for example, I have to have at least 10x that amount in cash sitting in my account. If not, I just don't buy it. It's my rule. It's my game that I've created internally for myself to protect me from just being reckless with money. I don't need 10 cars, but that's what I want, right? And so many people are trying to impress others. I'm trying to impress someone, me. That's it. I don't care about you. I'm not trying to impress you. I'm not trying to impress my parents. I want to show my parents what I've done by accomplishing it. I'm not like most people I hear talking shit, right? They're talkers, not doers. Truth is, I haven't even told my parents I bought Dina the car. Days later, I want to show them. I want to lead by example, right? So when I wrote the book, Magician versus Mule, it really comes down to this mule mindset that a lot of people carry on. And really, I talk about thought auditing. What I'm really talking about is awareness. See, a lot of you are reading books and learning about other people, listening to podcast shows, learning about other people. How much energy and time have you spent learning about yourself? Yourself. What makes you tick? What gets you pissed off? What drives you? What pulls you? What stresses you? Like, what makes you happy? Huh? That's crazy to think. What makes you sad? Right? So there's lots of stuff I could do more of, but it doesn't make me happy. Therefore, I don't do it. I'm not trying to, it's not always popular, by the way. Me and my wife talk about this often. Like, there's certain things she wants to do. Like, cool, go do it. You don't want to go with me? No, I'm good. It's not enjoyable to me. That's okay. We're different people, for fuck's sakes, right? So I think everyone in 2023, the truth is, I want everyone to be happy. I genuinely do. I think most people have been lied to their whole life. They don't even know they're being lied to. They lie to themselves. Social media lies to you every day. The news definitely, I don't even know why we're talking about it because it's the biggest lie of all. But what lies do you still believe that control you? How much time, like in 2023, stop all the podcast shows, stop all the audios, books, stop reading books. Sounds fucking crazy because I have podcast shows, I have audiobooks, and I have real books. And I'm telling you to stop reading that bullshit. Why? Because if you don't know who you are, the information you're reading will not be consumed at the level it's capable of allowing you to accomplish. You have to get in a better relationship with yourself. I can go to a restaurant comfortably by myself and have a great lunch or a great dinner or a great breakfast. Can you? I can sit at home all day by myself and be totally content knowing that I'm working on myself, working on growth, working on plans, building something. How much time and energy have you put into your thoughts? When you watch this or hear this, does it make you mad or does it motivate you? When you see your friends winning, does it piss you off or does it get you excited? Are you a great giver? Are you a taker? Are you a connector? Are you an opportunist or a pessimistic person? I was recently watching this guy, and I actually kind of like some of his messaging. But there's one thing he was talking about, like, my kids set meetings with my assistant to talk to me. Cool. That would never be me. That doesn't mean I don't like anything else he talks about. It's just I've realized in life, it's not about 100% of what Mark says is what I am. I can see, like, your job is to pull from things that serve you and guide you and help you. It's not a one size fits all. It's not like go listen to Gary V and be Gary V. Every one of us are a unique individual in this planet Earth. Acts as so. Treat it with respect, for fuck's sakes. You've been given an amazing gift of life. Maybe you're having some challenges now. Good. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to complain? Are you going to be sad? Or are you going to step up? You're going to learn about it. See, one thing, a lot of people want what I have financially. But the truth is, if you got it, the majority of you would lose it. Why? Because you'd have sudden wealth syndrome. You wouldn't know how to deal with the wealth. You don't have to fucking believe me. Look at the stats that people win the lottery. Look at the athletes that get huge chunks of cash. Have you ever invested? How much do you make today? How much do you make right now? Have you ever wrote that number down and really know it? Well, that number, whatever you wrote down, is what you're worth today. That's it. If you were worth more, you'd have more coming in. See, the thing is, in sudden wealth syndrome, if you make $100,000 a year and I give you $10 million today, you'd be lost. You'd be scared. You'd be frustrated. Oh, no, all my problems would be solved. Bullshit. That's not how it works. You've been lied to yourself. Lying. Other people lying. If I only had money, I'd be happy. Bullshit. Money doesn't make you happy. It gives you alternatives to things. It can make you happier if you're a happy person, or it can make you more sad if you're a sad person. Truly, I want you to understand who you really are. I want you to dig deep. It's emotional. But that's what this is about, is you. I'm sharing real life shit with you daily here. If you follow me on social media, I want to share, my objective in life is to share and help people become better. Telling them real shit. I have nothing to sell you. I'm not here to try to make it sound prettier than it is. It's a lot of hard work. But that's why you're here, because you're willing to put forth the effort, I hope. The effort, I love working hard. It makes me feel good. I enjoy it. Some of you don't like working hard. That's okay. I'm not here to judge any of this shit. But when I watch that guy and he's like, they have to schedule a time to talk to me, I think about, what are we doing all this shit for? Why? I know why I'm doing it. You need to know why you're doing it. I want to share I have 12 things for 2023 that I'm working on and I'm excited about. Like I said, 2022, a lot happened, good and bad and everything in between. But overall, we're net positive. But I'm gaining as I'm 44. I'll be 45 this year in June coming up. I'm gaining awareness at a deeper level. I've always been semi-aware. All my friends are going to go party and I'm like, cool, go party. I'm going to work. Oh, Evans, you're so lame. Okay, cool. That doesn't motivate me to want to go out, right? You know what motivates me is setting goals and accomplishing my goals. I know if everyone's running left, I'm the guy that's going to run right. That's who I am. I'm not a follower. I'm more of a leader. I'm cool to be wrong leading as opposed to be wrong following. It's okay. We all fuck up. I'm a master at messing things up. Master. Ask anybody that knows me well. But I will never quit. That's where people lose this game of life. They just quit. They constantly quit. They quit on their dreams. They quit on their goals. They quit on their team. They quit on themselves. They quit on their spouses. They quit on their kids. They quit on their friends. They quit. They're the fucking quitters. And they make it okay. Because you go hang out with more quitters and it fuels quitting even more. If you're not hanging out with friends and they call your bullshit when you're lying or full of shit, you're hanging out with the wrong friends. It's okay, Johnny. Try it next time, buddy. Fuck, you've done it 18 times, dude. What's the next time going to do different? What's different? I know you're waiting until Monday to start the diet. You're waiting until the beginning of the year to start XYZ. When do you get sick and tired of just waiting to do what you know you need to do? It's very childish and immature. It's very disrespectful. Do you understand? Like, I truly believe if you've been put a thought in your brain that's coming from a higher level, because everyone could think the same shit, but the people that's been given it that understand that it's a gift, your duty is to execute, to see it through. That's your duty. I believe it. Do you? I don't know the answer if you do or not, but look in your bank account, look at your life, look at your results. It will tell you if you do or not. So I want to do a rundown of the list of my 12 things to accomplish in 2023. I hope you've invested time in yourself to do these things for you. One of them is health. I need to dial in tighter. I need to lean down. I have private trainer. I have no excuse. I'm just lacking in this side of things of accountability on the food. I like eating. I'm not even like a big eater. When I eat like shit. I know that's a problem. So I'm solving it through hiring a great chef, hiring food services, having conversations with my wife. Don't let this bullshit in the house because we have kids and we make excuses. Oh, we got the kids. They need this and that. No, they don't. Right? I'm going to grow a bigger voice on YouTube. My goal in life is to help as many people as humanly possible. YouTube is an amazing platform. It's just getting started. It's been around a long time. I'm behind the 8 ball, I feel, but I'm better late than never. So you're going to see me go very heavy in YouTube, sharing videos. I have 2 new books coming out in 2023. I've had these concepts. Actually, the truth is I slipped in 2022. These 2 books were going to launch in 2022. I did 0. Shame on me. So I got to make up for it and do 2 this year. My goal in life is to do 1 book a year minimum. Why? Glad you asked. It's because every book is an evolution of my story, me growing as an individual, talking about things that I'm talking about where I'm at in my life and what's going on and realizations I've had, not for you, but for me and my family. It just so happens that it might serve you. It might guide you. It might help you. And not only that, it's a great way to give back to charity because 100% of profits of all my books have always went to charity. So it's a great way to give. I call it full circle giving. I'm doubling down. Actually, I'm 10xing down on marketing. I'm investing millions of dollars in marketing for me, my brand, to bring awareness to my message. I have no financial incentive at this point, but I do know I'm going to wake up 12 months from now with a way bigger audience that I could monetize if I so desire. Maybe I do it sooner or later. I don't know. I'm just thinking about how to invest, get more eyeballs. People learn about me. And the more people that learn about me, if they like me, they move forward on other stuff that we offer in the future. Who knows? I'm doubling down on great people. I'm always looking for great people, operators specifically. Right now, I'm very heavy on looking for operators because I'm expanding the empire in many, many, many levels. So if you're listening to my voice and you're an amazing operator and you're looking for some stability for growth for your life, it's okay I've talked about this on multiple shows. It's okay to be number 2, number 3, number 5, depending where you're at in the journey of life, to grow and learn some amazing things. I need you, you need me, maybe. Who knows? But if that's something that makes sense, you could always message me, mark@markevansdm.com. Make sure in the subject line you put, I'm an operator and I'm ready to work or something like that. And if you don't hear from me, don't get pissed off. Message me again. Maybe I didn't see it. But we're doubling down on people. I'll talk more about that in a second. I'm reading 52 books. I read a lot already, but I'm making a very hard, conscious effort. And these 52 books are different books than I've ever read. I'm kind of on a different side of wealth in my life, where I'm at in my life. So I'm learning about preservation and growth and giving at a whole nother level. My goal is to give $100+ million away in my lifetime. I need to pick up the pace to accomplish that. And I will. And I'm reading some very cool things in the queue, and I'm excited to do that. It may sound intimidating, it may sound very big, but it's only like 20 or 30 minutes a day of reading. We all can make 20 or 30 minutes a day Get up earlier, go to bed later, stop watching TV. Yeah, there's a lot of things you could do to gain 30 minutes a day. This is a big one for me. I'm going to say no a lot more. I'm a yes guy. I want people to be happy. I want to serve. I want to help. But a lot of times I say yes, thinking I'm helping them. And like this guy got me for a lot of money. I didn't help him. I got myself in a situation and him in a situation. And if I'd have just said no, like my gut said to do, I wouldn't be in the situation. Always learning. Always learning. So I'm going to say no to a lot more things in life, in business specifically. I'm going to create an epic life experience with the family. I'm working on something very cool. It'll be a 6-figure experience. I'm going to invest a lot of money. It will be a very epic, when I die, because we're all dying, right? When I die, I want these memories to be carried down multiple generations. Like, dude, you ain't going to believe this crazy fucker, what we did on blah, 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 and X, Y, and Z. Like, that's the shit that gets me excited with the family. See, a lot of my goals are related, around business and like my life is business. My business is like, it's just who I am. Turn amazing experiences into things and bring your family and people you love into the fold. Makes it more enjoyable and more memorable. And for me, makes me excited. I love doing that stuff. I told you I'm going to double down on my teams, but I'm also going to grow my team's knowledge and invest in them even more than I do already. My team's very well paid. And now I'm hiring third-party help to another level. I've always done it with certain people in our company, but I'll do it for everybody. Because if we can grow individuals, everything else we're trying to grow will grow. Grow individuals, guide them, grow them, and lead them. And they will, whatever you're trying to accomplish in your business life will happen that way. Now, I don't know if I could ever thought like that in the beginning because it's like, dude, we need to make money. Let's go. But for me, where I'm at in my life, I want to grow individuals. I want people to be bigger and better around me. And I got the insight and foresight to be able to help that. So I want to pull that lever even more this year coming up. I'm going to expand the DM Alliance. Right now we have a little over 100 members in there. Everyone is absolutely rock stars. It's awesome to be a part of. The relationship capital that's being forged in that group is unmeasurable. There's billions of dollars of opportunities in a room like the Deal Maker Alliance. Billions. And if you have a problem, the solve's inside that room. If you have an opportunity, the partner is inside of that room. If you have an obstacle, the solution is inside of that room. It really is an epic, probably one of the most amazing things I've ever been a part of, truthfully. Like I said, too, I'm big on donating. My goal in 2023 is to donate more in 1 year than I have in the cumulative last 26 years. That's a lot. I'm very forward thinking on this point in my life. I want to give, like I said, to another level. It's scary, the amount it is. I'm not here to share that, but it's a lot. It's in the 7 figures. I want to lean into it. Do I believe my own thoughts, right? Because if you believe in giving and you believe you cannot give the world, why aren't we giving more? Maybe I'm just comfortable. Maybe I'm comfortable cutting a check for $100,000, but not $1 million, right? To a charity. Maybe I haven't identified a good charity that I feel comfortable or confident. There's lots of thoughts to that, but that's something I'm working really hard and consciously on to be a better human being in this planet Earth. And as I do this, these are 12 different things. Like I said, health, grow a bigger voice, write 2 books, grow a business. Oh, I didn't mention this. My businesses collectively in 2023, and this is at least will grow by 250% and beyond. That's a lot. And what's cool about that is everyone that's been rolling with me for all these years in these companies are going to do very well financially for themselves and their family. And I'm very honored and proud of that. It's easily I could hire other people, pay them less, and accomplish a lot of the same things. But that's only if I was motivated by money only. You may or may not know this about me, but money does not motivate me. Like, I want money, I get money, but what drives me is the accomplishing the steps to get to that point where you actually receive the money. So I love to see the vision. I love to see, like, I'm good at the vision side of things, seeing the big picture, right? A lot of people have a vision of like, dude, I can make $100,000 a year. I used to be that guy, so I get it. But now it's like, dude, I'm not touching unless I could do 10 million minimum, right? It's like our time is fleeting me. I'll be 45. I only got so many more good prime years in me. I want to make the most of it. I'm not trying to be cool. I'm trying to be productive and profitable and growth oriented. I can't give away $100 million if I only make $10 million. We got to make a lot of money, which means we got to make a lot of impact in the team and the customers and get them results, because if not, they don't give you more money, right? So that's where I'm at in 2023. There's going to be a lot of everything in between there, but those are my main key points that are guiding me. I would call these North Stars. So when I'm sitting there at the buffet and I know I'm trying to lean down, my North Star is going to pop up and says, Evans, do you remember this is your goal? This is your number. This is your timeline. If you eat X, Y, and Z, are you going to get closer or further away from the North Star, right? So this is kind of a double-edged sword too with your team, right? Because we need to make more money to hit the 250% plus growth model, but we also got to invest in people. So someone might think that's not experienced. It's like, well, dude, if I'm taking money out of the business, I'm losing money. And you got to shift that thinking, if I take $100,000 and invest in third-party consultants, I turn that $100,000 of investment into $7 million in net fee income into the company because I up-leveled their knowledge. I've given them different direction. I've given them better KPI structures. I've given them better organization skills. I've given them better management skills, X, Y, Z, right? To accomplish that. It's not spend and it goes away. It's invest to grow the money. This is the old Mark never knew what I'm talking about today, right? So when I was first 10 years in the game, I thought every dollar had to be in the company. If I talked about this in Magician vs. Mule. I tried to pay you less and work you harder. That was my model. It will work to a certain point. But then I realized there's more to life than just working people like a mule. I'd rather create a bunch of magicians. By the way, magicians does not mean you don't work, by the way. It just means you're in your magician zone where you're the best and you function at the highest level and you enjoy it. And it's not you enjoy every second too. Let me just disclaimer. It sometimes sucks ass, but yet it's where you're at in the part of the journey to get to where you're trying to go. So you know the vision. I call it North Star. You know the vision. You know where you're at. Sometimes you're in the suck, but yet if you keep your feet moving, you're going to get out of it. And you're going to be very proud of yourself and what you've come to accomplish through the journey of life. And what's cool about that, if you're rolling with the right people, they're going to push you. They're going to guide you. They're going to encourage you. They're going to high five you. They're going to be there to listen, not to judge you, but to listen to help give you what you need at that moment to keep moving forward. We all want to quit at some point of the hour, some point of the day, sometimes every 2 minutes. The secret to this game that I'm in and you're in is we can't quit. That's the only way to lose as an entrepreneur is if you quit. It will not always be pretty. It will not always be easy, very rarely, but it will get you to the end result that you're seeking if you keep your feet moving. If you stay consistent on the right things. See, most of you are very consistent on the wrong things. You're consistent on dealing with small time shit all the time. You're consistent on procrastination. You're consistent on quitting. You're consistent on not showing up when you know you need to show up. You're consistent on taking vacations when you can't even pay your fucking bills. You're consistent on the wrong things. But when you get consistent on the right things, pulling the right levers at the right time and staying consistent on your vision. When's the last time you looked at your vision and you're massively consistent? Because again, realignment, constantly. My buddy always said, you're either consistent, we got to add on the right things, or you're non-existent. Stop bouncing. Stop quitting. Stop acting like you're doing big shit when you're not. Stop talking. Start doing. Less talk, more action equals more results. See, a lot of you get caught up in your own mind of your thoughts. Most of you have shitty thoughts, right? I'll give you an example. I just did a deal recently for $700,000. The guy that I made the loan to is going to make $800,000 on the deal. He's wiring me back money. True story. This is going on real time as of 30 minutes ago. And he said, Mark, just a heads up. I owe you 4 wires. I'll take care of the first wire. It's $30. But on the future ones, I need you to pay the $30. That is fucking ridiculous to me at all levels. It's very stinking thinking. It's very short-sighted. Literally $90, 120, right? 4 times 30. $120. And he's going to make 800 grand. And I know a lot of you are listening to me. Well, I would never do that. Bullshit. Most of you all fucking do it. Here, look, maybe not at that level. Maybe at even a dumber level. Like when you get a bill and you're, I didn't buy this Coca-Cola for $2.50. Take that off the bill. Right? It's the same bullshit. It's $2.50. Fuck, pay it. Move on. Your happiness, your joy, your energy is not worth $2.50 to fight a fucking server over overbilling on that thing. Well, it's principles. Okay, cool. Don't drink soda at all. Right? I mean, when does a story ever end? But again, it's little shit like that that shows me most people are playing fucking small. I used to do this. I used to be the guy talking to Home Depot, why my contractor's there, standing in the line with fucking beef jerky and a Red Bull or a Monster Energy drink and a tool that he shouldn't be fucking buying on my account. And I had to approve it or decline it. It ruined my whole fucking day for $7 because the jerky and the drink. And I'd be pissed off at him. I'd look to hire a new person. I'd literally throw me off my entire day for $7. Is your joy, is your happiness, is your future self worried about $7? See, the thing is, when have you stepped back and asked yourself, why the fuck do I do this silly shit? Why do I worry about things that aren't changing my life or my game? And I'm not saying be wasteful or silly like that, but what I'm saying is in certain situations, it shouldn't even fucking matter. I see a lot of great people mess up a lot of amazing profitable deals because they're penny foolish. They're silly. They're looking at the wrong thing. They lose sight of the objective and they make $30 wire fee the problem and they can't get over it and they lose. And the truth is you don't even know you're losing, maybe, because most people validate you by saying, all right, I'll pay it. Go ahead and I'll pay it, Johnny. And then they pay it and you get away with it. And then now you're like a little fucking whiny brat every single time. Well, it's $30. Those add up. Good. How do you spend 10 grand a month on wire fees, motherfucker? Because if you're spending 10 grand a month on wire fees, that means you're making a lot of fucking money. Get it into your head. Understand what game you're playing. Most of you are playing Mickey Mouse elementary games. Acting like you're a big fucking dog trying to get to the motherlode. You can never get to the motherlode. And if you even might get there, you'll never enjoy it because you're too worried about the things that don't matter. Release to expand. You have to grow beyond who you were to get to where you want to go. It's scary. It's different, but it's worth it. 2023, fall in love with yourself. Find out what makes you tick. Find out what makes you excited. I got more to share with you on the next show, but I promise you this, 2023 will be an amazing, spectacular, life-changing year for many of you listening to my voice. There will be a percentage of you listening to my voice that will make every excuse of why it sucks, that will complain all the way to the bottom, that will talk shit about everything and everybody. that will literally not change who they are to get what they want, but yet make it about others, not them. No one cares what you have. No one cares what you think you got. Only you make it a big deal. I challenge you. Sit down. Ask yourself, very simple, on a piece of paper, draw a line down the middle. On the top left, ask you, what's serving you? Question mark. On the right side of the paper, what's not serving you? Question mark. Release the thoughts on paper. See it visually. Do you understand vision? Vision up here is a very powerful, amazing gift. Treat it as so. But a lot of you don't even have vision because you're so cluttered with stuff that don't matter. It matters because it's holding you back. Get that shit on paper. See a visual of what it looks like. See why you're frustrated. See why you're excited. Get this stuff on paper. Eliminate people out of your life that are not serving you. Yes, you're going to have to do that. You have to if you're trying to get to another level. I'm not saying cut everyone off immediately, but there is something there. You have to get negative Nellies out of your life. You have to cut the shit talkers and the non-doers out of your life. They don't serve you. You know it. I know it. But what are you going to do about it? 2023 is going to be epic. I hope you have the biggest financial growth of your life. I hope you have the best health of your life. I hope that you have the most amazing relationships and connections in your life. And the only person responsible for that is you, no one else. You have to make the investment in yourself. You have to invest the time, the energy, and money into yourself. Join a group like the Dealmaker Alliance. Join a mastermind. Hire coaches. Hire third-party consultants. Get in the game of success. You do want success, right? It's fleeting. It's growing every time. It's a fun time to be alive. Shut off the shitty news. Get serious about where you're going. And let's take this to the moon. I'm here to support you. I'm here to guide you, but you got to do the work. I can talk to them blue in the face, but if you don't implement, you'll never get the results. If anything, you're going to get more frustrated. You're going to get weaker as you try to grow because execution gives you confidence. Even if you fail, it's going to give you confidence for growth because you know you can do more. You can get better. You learn from the problem. You learn from the mistake, if you will, right? And now I know what not to do, so I'm going to execute better and get stronger and go harder. Like, just keep going. Keep those feet moving. 2022 was amazing. I hope it treated you well. 2023, it's about to get lit. Appreciate you being here. Shoot me a message on private message at Mark Evans DM on IG or Facebook. I'm rooting for you. I'll do anything in my power to help you if you're willing to help yourself. Keep me posted on the journey. Happy New Year. So with that said, make the day count.
I'm Mark Evans DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it. To discover freedom. There ain't no question Mark Evans when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker. But I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. The journey's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. From a small town in Ohio, so I know how it is. Did not come from a lot of money. I remember as a kid, wanted to make 100 racks. Didn't see no one making more than that. Graduated high school with a 1.8. They should have held me back. I hope my principals and teachers are alive just to witness this. I'm my own boss. I'm out here running 2-8-figure businesses. I can walk away from it all and I'll be good, but I've been called to help people just like y'all learn the game. It's time to ball. Everybody chasing the money, but I'm not chasing the money. I'm out here chasing the purpose. Yo, I've been working my whole life. What got us where we at isn't gonna get us where we wanna go. So it's time to push, time to learn, time to grow. I'm Mark Evans DM. I'm here to help and teach them what I know and how I did it. To discover freedom. There ain't no question Mark Evans when he step in the door. He's closing deals. Time to tell him what the DM stand for. I'm a deal maker. But I'm not just a deal maker. I'm a dream maker. money's where it's at. It's all about the process. It's time to get over to the DM project. I'm more Kevin Sheehan, deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, deal maker, DM project.
This is thepodcastfactory.com.